4:39. Actually, it's December 7th.
December 7th? I thought it was the 8th. Okay, it's
Pearl Harbor Day.
Pearl Harbor Day. So anyway, I don't know if it's kind of cut off before I started or what, but you get the gist of it. I know we haven't made a video since Saturday, and we're sorry about that. Nothing's really wrong. Sometimes you need to kind of reset yourself. You guys know that we both have trouble sleeping, and you go for so long, and then you're so overly tired. And I think you guys can tell I'm tired today. That you have to kind of take a step back and even say, hey, I'm going to sleep today. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to try to catch up on stuff. I wasn't feeling well, and I didn't realize that I thought I had put some cold medicine in my daily pills, or my nightly pills, and I hadn't. And I thought, man, this cold is just getting worse and worse. I mean, I have allergies anyway. And I thought, man, I'm going to find out last night I hadn't put any cold medicine, so no wonder I was so congested and stuff. So, yeah, it happens, right? You think, man, I know I'm forgetting something when I'm doing my pills. But see, we've kind of been redoing our pills because we want to kind of step away from taking as much stuff. So, anyway, I just want to let you guys know nothing's wrong. So, we went out of the house today. We decided we want to go into Aldi's because I'm not using Instacart anymore, and I'm really livid with them because last year I accidentally paid for a year membership with Instacart. And when I hadn't used it, well, I didn't realize and I didn't check. So any of you guys that do have an Instacart membership, they will just automatically renew it when it comes to be a year. Well, for once, I'm glad we were broke because they tried to run different debit cards and stuff, and none of them had over $100 on them that they wanted to charge. It made me very mad. I canceled my whole membership and everything with them. I thought, you know, I don't need you guys anymore anyway because now we're strong enough to walk through the stores. So, we went into Aldi's today, and, oh, let me finish the whole Instacart thing. But the thing was, all of a sudden we're being alerted that, you know, like our credit cards and stuff, that, hey, somebody's trying to use your credit card. Is it you? And we're like, no, it's not us. So it ended up being that then, of course, then they're going to, you know, cancel that card and they're sending us new ones. Well, that kind of messed up a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing dire, but, you know, a little inconvenient. But lesson learned. But I just want to warn you guys, if you have where you accidentally paid for a year's membership or even 6 months or whatever, even a monthly, make sure you don't have where they can auto-renew it because they'll definitely try. And the thing that got me was my membership was paid through a debit card. They tried to use any debit card or credit card that I had ever used to pay for groceries with. And that's not legal and it's not right. So protect yourself. But anyway, so we decided we're not going to use them anymore. So we had not gone into an Aldi's yet. We love a lot of Aldi's prices. Don't. Can you pull out those one apples you said weren't looking too?
I did already.
Okay. Brad's putting away produce and stuff from our shopping trip. So, but this was always a goal of mine to get strong enough that I could walk through the store. And so we went in there and I loved it. I love most of their prices. I love how their store set up. It's not so huge that it's overwhelming and stuff. And I mean, you're not going to find everything you want. But the thing is to pick up, you know, what's a really good price. So I only spent $29.81 at Aldi's. I was very proud of myself. We got 2 bags of veggie straws because we really do like them for $2.29 each. We finally got a box of saltines for $1.29. We bought plain bagels for $1.89. 2 bags of the Gala apples for $2.99 each. So that makes it about $1 a pound because they were 3-pound bags. Cinnamon bagels for $1.89. A split top wheat bread. It's a big loaf for $1.35. Got vanilla caramel coffee creamer, $2.49. We got some tortilla chips, $1.95. We'll make chili later on. We got some cherry tomatoes for $1.99. We did go ahead and get some chocolate bars that we like, and we'll just have a square, a night and stuff. And those are $1.39 each. And they're the bigger chocolate bars, and they're good though. So all of that came to, with tax, and we have 6.75% tax. I think it's 8%, almost 9%. But anyway, that's what we paid. So I was very, very happy with that. Then, like I said, we really watch our money. Holy moly, is everything all right there?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I just got tired of this stuff sitting on the counter, so I threw it on the floor.
Okay, well, pick up the pieces.
Okay.
You can still eat out for very economical if you really watch it. And like I said, we very rarely eat out. And we eat out, we're not going to any fancy places, okay? We usually will hit a drive-through. Well, we didn't really need the chips and stuff, and we don't really need the drink, because if you bring something to drink from home, you don't need to buy an overpriced soda or water or whatever. So we had some Arby's coupons, and one of them was 2 for $7 on the gyros. So we didn't need the fries or anything, so it cost us $7 for lunch. We went over to City Lake Park, watched the geese and the ducks, and they fixed a great big fountain that's in the middle of the lake. That was really nice. And had our sandwich. Then we went for a little bit of a drive, and then you guys will see the footage. It was probably a video right before this. I shot a little video for you guys. We sat at the lake for a bit, and that was the other lake, Tar River Lake, and that was very nice. So, yeah, it's been a nice day. I'm trying to stay awake because my sleep pattern is very much off, and I don't want to take a nap today because I want to be able to sleep tonight.
I was bad last night.
Huh?
I was bad last night.
What do you mean?
Oh, kept you up.
I was just going to say, and we're not giving up. We're definitely sharing a room, sharing a bed, but not being used to sharing a bed for, probably a couple decades.
Yeah.
And then Brad's got very bad restless legs at night. And yeah, they will keep me up. Of course, he's up because they're, And so we're looking at some different remedies. He's already prescribed a medication that he does not take all of, the gabapentin, so he's going to start, taking what he can of that, and doing a few different techniques to see if we can get that resolved. But, it's a learning process. He's been very cute, though, because he's moving more and more stuff in the bedroom. Last night he comes with this set of, it's just the plastic drawers, a set of 3. And I'm like, what are you doing with that? Well, I'm bringing it back in for my clothes. Okay. Just for a few of his clothes. But yeah, we got the room set up how we like it.
Yeah.
We're getting it that way.
And we got it set up how the dogs like it.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, Charlie would like to be on the bed more than he is, but And then finally today, this is the knitting machine I've been talking about. I talked the gal down to $25. And it's just a simple hand crank one, which is all I need. I just want to make some scarves out of it. But yeah, you just hand crank it. So yeah, I'm anxious to try that. I really am. I think it'll be nice. It's just for like panel knitting or tube knitting. I just want to make some scarves with it. I'm still working on that one scarf. But so I'm going to be working with that. I got to start making, I'm making the dogs some new dog beds for Christmas. Told Brad, I said, we got to get started on this stuff. He's making some memory plaques for different family of ours and stuff, and then some friends too. He's got to get started on that. Yeah, it's been good. I've been trying to relax more. Been trying to relax more. And, because I think that's important. You spend your whole life running around and feeling like you're never catching your breath, or else you can learn to stop and smell the roses some. And I think too, learning to do with less. So a lot of times less is more. Let's say you have 100 shirts, but maybe only 5 of them are your favorite. What good does the other 95 really do you? You have that many shirts, you cannot enjoy them all. There will be some that get shoved so far in a corner that you forget you even had them. I know people that still have like brand new tags on their clothes and stuff they've never worn. I have this shirt and I have a blue polka dot one, which are my 2 favorite shirts. I don't know why. This one's got flowers on it. I don't know why. I just like it. I was going through my clothes the other day. And it's like, make and do with less is better. That way you really appreciate everything you have. If I have these 2 shirts, if I had so many other shirts, and yeah, I do have shirts, plenty of shirts. And I also have some dressy ones too. But if I had so many that I would never be able to enjoy this one because I couldn't find it, first of all. To me, if you have so much stuff around you, it makes me confused. It makes me agitated. I can't focus. I like things to be fairly organized because I have to be able to focus. That's part of being ADHD and having Asperger's and stuff, is I need things to be a certain kind of way in my own living space. So, learning to do less is more. We had a beautiful lunch today, and it only cost us $7. We didn't need a fancy stuff. We are not fancy people. I think y'all know that. Look at how we have our house. We are not some fancy people. We're just some down-home country folk from Wyoming. And, I'm a bit of a tomboy. If you guys met me in person and stuff, I like to go out and help build fences. And that's how I was raised. And I'm not going to I'm not fancy. Me and fancy don't really like each other. I'd rather go to a restaurant that's got paper towels on the table any day over a fancy foo-foo restaurant, as I call them. Brad, right when we met, invited me out, asked me out to go to this fancy restaurant. We did. It was okay. I was nervous. And I said, please don't do that anymore, because that's not really me. And, you don't need to spend that kind of money. And I think then and there he knew I was the right kind of woman for him. So I was telling him, come over here and eat. I was showing him how to save money on groceries, even though he worked in a grocery store and stuff. Because, I was into him, not his money. And that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about. People get misconception on whether you're shopping at Costco, BJ's, Sam's Club, Swans, any of that. Any of these people that can basically kind of isolate you in their store, where it's harder to compare prices because the stores may not offer the size that they're offering, the product that they're offering, how it's packaged and stuff. So you think you're getting a good deal when you're not. To me, unless I'm going to go and find out what the price of, let's say, boneless, skinless chicken breast are, and I'm going to know per ounce what it's running, then I'm going to go to Sam's Club or Costco. I got to get out my calculator, and I got to calculate whether or not this really is a good deal, this bulk size. Because a lot of times it really isn't. And we get a misconception that it is. And it's like, I don't want to waste my money. Or you'll end up buying, like, maybe some fresh produce that there's no way you're going to eat it all, depending on the size of your family. But snack stuff. They get you in the door with a few products that you think, wow, that's a fantastic price. And what I think, in theory, what it does too is it lowers your defenses too, where you think, oh, this is beautiful. Any price they have in here is going to be the best price. So I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to pay whatever price is there. That's where they get you. That and the end caps. But, like Swan sells a lot of packaged stuff that are packaged differently than you would have in the store and stuff. And to me, personally, and I know people that are big fans of it, it is not that good of a deal. Of course, we've always been pretty dead set against Swans because Brad worked at a grocery store, and that was kind of a big no-no to be. We didn't buy from Swans ever and stuff. We had plenty of people try to get us to and stuff, but it's like I could go into Aldi's and I could think, look at the price on some of this stuff. It's the best price ever. Any price they have in here is going to be the best price ever. No, that's not the case. No store is going to have the best price ever. They have some stuff is good prices, and some stuff, like their eggs and stuff, is not a good price. So, you have to be really a very conscious shopper. Like I said, but don't get fooled by these warehouse places that are selling you bulk food, because a lot of times it is not that good of a deal when you do ounce. You do it per pound or you do it per ounce or by unit. It is not that good of a price in the long run. And do you really need that super economy size thing of chicken? Are you going to eat it in time? If it's just you, or like for us, so that's just my 2 cents on it. Everybody shops wherever they like to. We shop Aldi's first. We pick up what we can that's a good price there, basically like the produce and the dairy. And then we pick up the rest there at Food Lion within reason. If things are so outrageously priced, then we just don't buy them. We just, nope. Like veggie straws, we love them, but they haven't been on sale lately, and so when I found them and they were a good price, I got a couple bags. We like to have a few of those maybe in the evening. It's just, money matters. Why waste the money that you have, that you work so hard for, or your husband works so hard for, or your wife? Why waste the money? To me, that's kind of a slap in the face almost. Like, oh, I really don't care how hard you have to work for this money. I'm just going to blow it. That's why I've always looked at it, though, because, I've always been, for the most part, a stay-at-home housewife and mother, and so my job was to save money, and it does matter what you pay for stuff and how you use your money. We saw a lot of Amish people in Aldi's today. And to me, usually where the Amish will shop is usually where there's about the best price. So I enjoyed the store. Like I said, it wasn't overwhelmingly large. Of course, we're getting stronger, so we can actually walk through the store and everything. And it was quite lovely. Because, see, another thing is we've been each eating an apple at night. That helps keep you regular, if you know what I mean. You know what they say about an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And that can be very true. So we've been each having an apple at night. And that's been nice. And so, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, if you don't mind me jumping back in the ads.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked at, when I ran the liquor store, I used to write the weekly ads. And I did the weekly ads for this grocery store chain for the whole state. And one of the things I always did was I'd always do a loss leader, where is the main thing you see in that section of the ad, and usually I would put something in there that was just a hot price that was at or below cost. And that gets people thinking that, well, geez, if they're that cheap on,
That's your lure.
yeah. And, some of the other stuff I could afford to go a little bit higher price
Mhm.
than my normal gross profit margin,
Mhm.
and it would still sell because it was in the ad.
Yeah.
And then another thing too that I discovered was if you do a 2 for or a 3 for, like there were these little bottles of wine I had that one week I ran them in the ad at $3.99 a bottle, and then about a month later I ran them again at 2 for $8, and I sold probably 4 times as much wine at 2 for $8 than I did at $3.99. So these,
Isn't that funny?
yeah, and these stores, they are masters at the mind game.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They know how to.
They know
drag
what
you
to
in.
do to entice you to buy.
Yeah.
Why do you think some of the end caps are the way they are?
Yeah, and when we were in Wyoming, we had a membership to one of the warehouse stores.
Yeah.
And one of the things that it wasn't we discovered, it was Teresa figured it out, that their paper products were just outrageous.
To us, the paper products are just outrageously priced and
Yeah.
not very good.
Yeah. And one of the things that that I figured out too is that if you watch the regular grocery store ads and you go in and cherry pick,
Yeah.
you buy the stuff that's on sale.
Yep.
You can get a better overall price on stuff if you load up when something's on sale.
Yeah.
And I asked a friend of mine who was a meat manager, and I asked him, I said, is it worth buying a half a beef and he said no. He said, you just watch the ads and you load up on the stuff that's in the ad, and you can get a much better price on whatever meat that way.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm done.
No, I
Yeah.
like hearing it.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it's
It's all a mind game.
it is. It's all a game, and if you're good at the game, you'll really just succeed well in business.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that after I retired, that within 6 months, that the volume of business I was doing per week dropped to almost half after I left. So
Yeah.
okay, that was it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the ad
Yeah.
rating and
No.
stuff.
No. I'm just tired.
I know
you
you
know,
are. I know you
I'm
are,
struggling
Steve.
to,
To stay away.
I'm powering through though. This would be the day for a nice coffee.
Okay, I can do that. Actually, it's about ready to pull.
But yeah. So I mean, it's interesting, but be careful with your money. Money matters, and if you could not spend as much and be able to spend more time with your loved ones, who doesn't want that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really need to have the big fancy stuff, or could you have something that's not as expensive and probably enjoy it even more,
Mm-hmm.
and spend more time with the people you love? That's me. Brad knows I don't require fancy stuff. I'm not a fancy person. I don't like fancy stuff. I was raised in a family where they had fancy stuff. They had very fancy, expensive stuff. And I don't like that. I don't like it. It makes you so anxious. It makes you so worried about, are your clothes good enough? Are they have the right label? Is your hair good enough? Or, do you have the right look and the right jewelry and all that? Or can you just be yourself? I'm just me. Most of the time you guys see me come on here, I don't have any makeup. Because, you know what, if I'm just at home or I'm just running a few errands, Brad and the dogs do not care what makeup I'm wearing. In fact, the dogs really would prefer I not, because they want to lick my face and stuff, then, you know. But, no, it's been a good day.
Yeah, it has.
We're going to probably take a break from the true crime until after the holidays, because we are busy trying to finish up some things, get some gifts made and stuff. And, you know, I think it'll be a nice break. Who wants to do the sad true crime during Christmas season? Not I. So, you know, I don't. So, you know, if I feel like making a video that day, I will. If I don't, then if I don't feel like it, I won't. You know, I have been fighting a little bit of depression. Those of you that are close to me know that. And, but I'm okay. I do spend a lot of time talking with Brad, sorting out my feelings and stuff on some different things. And that's all you can do. And I've come to the conclusion that what's been done to me isn't a reflection on me. It's a reflection on that person, and only they can help themselves, you know. So I'm not going to sit and worry about it anymore. So, you have anything else?
No, I think that's a good thought on your part, though.
So, anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. Leave a comment. We do enjoy them so very much. You know, do something nice for somebody. And then do something nice for yourself. And as always, everybody, say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.